What went wrong with African football? What went wrong with Egypt? This and more will be discussed and dissected this morning as we look at everything that went down in the round of 16 of the FIFA World Cup. Welcome to 939 World Cup Show. My name is Oladako Okunubi. They call me YS9. Duke Dan Davies on the other side this morning, looking at what he will be telling me this morning, because the way he felt like Egypt should have done, he was back in Colombia yesterday. Unfortunately, the game went into penalty shootout, and it was Switzerland getting to the quarterfinal of the FIFA World Cup. Maybe they are going like Anasun before their opponent in the quarterfinal round. Top of the morning to you, Duke Dan Dave.
Yeah, good morning. I'm excited to be here once again. The world of soccer is still going agog. Messi is still unarguably the best player you could ever think of. He proved himself yesterday, and like we always say, when the stage are higher, the big boys definitely display and they show us the stuff they are made of. Highly prolific, a gifted player, no doubt. Nothing comes better than Lionel Messi.
Nothing comes better than Lionel Messi. But what went wrong with the Argentine national team in the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, in the first 45 minutes, of course, for the Egyptians to have gotten this far, there are no minnows and there are no pushover. And they came with so much confidence, got their goal in the first half, and showed us that they are worthy representative of the African continent on the world stage. However, with just barely 14 more minutes to go, they gambled, they goofed. I was shocked when the coach, Ozamazan, even a former player, bringing in strikers. You're leading 2-0, you're still bringing in strikers. You won't score 4 goals. It's shocking for me, but at the end of the day, it shows that whoever needs it most do get it. And that's what the substitution by the Argentine coach were spot on. Those players he brought in new fresh air into the team, and at the end of the day, they have eased into the quarterfinals.
Are we going to see Mo Salah say goodbye to the Pharaohs of Egypt? Or maybe we say his last FIFA World Cup, maybe going for the Africa Cup of Nations, then say goodbye?
Okay, I would say it this way. In the book of Exodus 14 verse 14, it says, the Egyptians you see today, you shall see them no more. So for me, Salah will be bidding goodbye. What an illustrious career. He has seen it all. One of the African finest. It's not a big place to actually call it a day.
I mean, it shows that you had your morning devotion today. But let's move on this morning, and let us look at what happened between Switzerland and Colombia. In added extra time, no goals scored. What went wrong with Colombia? Did they underrate Switzerland going into that game?
No, I don't think it's a question of underrating. It's a question of missing their chances. One of the things I've noticed in a couple of games I've watched about the Colombians is they are wasteful. They played the shots. Is either in this tournament, I need to give it to the goalkeepers. Most of the goalkeepers have been outstanding.
Yeah, we saw that of Egypt as well yesterday.
Saves that you wonder, Ababa, leave this ball now. So I don't think it's about the Colombian underrating the Switzerland. I think they just met a better team, and the keeper, the Switzerland keeper, was also up to the task. And South America just got one representative left in Argentina. The rest of Europe still have over like 5 teams, and let's see, it's going to be a battle between the South Americans and the Europeans. I don't want to bring Africa into the foreplay, because I know you might be disappointed when they play today.
But looking at one African team left, like you said, one South American team left, and we have others occupied by European teams. We've got France, Spain, Belgium, Norway, England, Switzerland, and that's the situation right there for the quarterfinal. And remember, the quarterfinal starts tomorrow with former champions France taking on Morocco. It's not the first time that we're seeing this, but it's going to be a tough one, and that'll be the match day 97 at the FIFA World Cup, or the match 97 at the FIFA World Cup, going down at the Gillette Stadium, Foxborough. And looking at this, an Argentine will be the referee of that one. What do you expect from this game? We've seen most of the players in these two teams playing in the same club sides. same team at the club level, or maybe former teammates at club level. What are you expecting? Remember, they also brand the French national team, like you always say, as an maybe annex of African football.
Well, if I will start on that note, I think the French team, the Lebues, happens to be more African than the Moroccans. So if they will be playing, it is just a question of two Africans playing against each other. And it's going to be a tough draw. Morocco over the years have improved. We saw them at the last World Cup. We saw what they could do. We saw them at AFCON. Over the years, their game has improved from the youth level, from different age representations, even to the national team, and they have raised the bar. So getting to this stage, you definitely know that there are no pushovers. I'm playing against the French team. The French team is a star-studded side, captained by Kylian Mbappe, who's looking forward to setting the record. Is just behind Lionel Messi, who's on 8 goals now, and he also will be looking forward to score the goals. I think it's a question of team players playing against themselves. For some of them, they're in PSG together, and they'll be playing against each other. But when they enter the pitch, it's going to be a draw or die affair, because who wants it most to get it. Like I said, they are both African teams playing, and I'll be rooting for the ones that have more African stars, and that's the Blues, the French team.
Duke Dave, why are you running? Why? So let's.
The Moroccans have said they are Arabs, so why would I be putting my support at the back of it? They are not Africans, so I would rather support an African team.
Okay, so now this is the situation here. I want us to just quickly have our permutation this morning for the teams you like to see in the semi-final: France, Morocco, Spain, Belgium, Norway, England, Argentina, Switzerland. Now let's go. France, Morocco, you're already coming out to say that you're backing France to go to the semi-final.
Yeah, France to win.
Okay, so let's talk about Spain, Belgium.
Spain, Belgium, I think Belgium has gotten this far, but I think they need more than talents. They need more discipline, more tactical play against a star-studded Spanish team that Merino came in and was able to unlock the buckets and just get in the goal. So it will be a match to watch out for. But at the end of the day, I'm rooting for the Spaniard to actually go through.
So it's going to be the battle between France and Spain in the semi-final. But let's look at Norway. Yeah, Norway, England is also going to be like what we'll be seeing tomorrow, which is France, Morocco. But Norway, England, we have Premier League players in Norway, same as the Three Lions of England, who we like to see in the semi-final.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle of the Three Lions versus Vikings, and we all know Vikings go. Well, make I no talk, but I expect that in his off day he will still bang in the goals. So I think the scoring prowess of Erling Haaland, the gifted passes of Odegaard will actually do the damage. This is the stage in which the Three Lions get hosted out. We always know them. They are mediocres, but they hype them to high heavens, and when the stakes are high, they chicken out like bets.
So for you like to see Norway in the semi-final?
Norway, Vikings all the way.
Norway, Vikings. And Argentina, Switzerland.
You of course know that I am following the gifted, the mercurial, the prolific, the letter finisher. No other person, Lionel Messi to the world.
Okay, Okay, so that means with what the pairings you've made this morning, what you're expecting, the prediction for the semi-final will be Argentina versus Norway in the semi-final, Spain versus France in the semi-final.
Yes, all right. We might likely have a France-Argentina final.
We may, depending on what happens between France and Spain. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Duke Dave. Yeah, thank you for coming on the show.
Right, thank you.
And we'll do a review. Yeah, we'll do a review of tomorrow's game. A preview of tomorrow's game, I beg your pardon, as we move to the other side of the show. Thank you so much, Duke Dave.
You're welcome. I almost got the prediction right, though. I'm getting closer. 3-1, and it was 3-2. I'm getting closer by each day.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Almost doesn't kill a bit. Go for a run this one. All right, the 939 World Cup show is over. We'll move to the other side where we look at other sporting news stories. This morning, it is still AM Update. Football fans, wake up! The road to 2026 FIFA World Cup starts here. Get the latest World Cup news, team update, fixtures, analysis, predictions, and all the football drama around the FIFA World Cup. Tune in to the 939 World Cup show every weekday at 8 a.m. on Solutions 939 FM throughout the 2026 FIFA World Cup window. With your predictions, winning you fantastic prizes like jersey, cash, airtime, and mobile data. Yo, my guy, you don't want to miss this one. 15 minutes, one tournament, endless excitement. The 939 World Cup show. Only on Solutions 939 FM. Your remaining radio dial.
Hola people, who not ready? Radio! Natural! Make we no see, radio! Make we no see, radio! Make we no see, don't they complain? If vote no count, who we go blame? Go collect your PVC today. Now your power, no throw am away. Who get PVC? Now we who go vote? Now we PVC. Everybody make una carry go. PVC. Now your voice, make it loud, well. Ibadan, Oyo, Obomosho, Ibarapa, Okeogun. Stand up, get your PVC. Oyo State, stand up.
Make una stand up for una right. This message is from Baba Solutions. Chief Adegboyega Taufik Adegoke, FCA. Get your PVC ready today for the election in Oyo State 2027.
Ibadan City, how far? Well now, let's go! When it's time to chill, flex, and enjoy premium entertainment, now Female Cinemas Ibadan be the place. Grab your hot, fresh popcorn, chicken and chips, burgers, hot dogs, and soft drinks. Make you sit back, chillax, and enjoy latest Nollywood and Hollywood blockbuster movies on our massive digital screens. You go like watch party? Abi you won't catch exciting meet and greet with your movie stars? No stress. Visit us today at Heritage Mall Dugbe, Ventura Mall, Samanda. You still book for your tickets online via www.filmhouseng.com. Makana Female Cinemas, fun day here. Ewa bawa gbadun ni Dugbe ati Samanda. Female Cinemas Ibadan. Your ticket tomorrow. Okay, let's talk kickoff this morning. Moving away from the 939 World Cup show as we look at more football stories on the show. Well, yesterday, Alvaro Albiol has been appointed as Fulham's new head coach. The ex-Real Madrid boss signed a 3-year deal at the Craven Cottage to become Marco Silva's successor after the Portuguese left for Benfica following the expiration of his Fulham deal. So, for Alex, it will be Calvin Bassey will be having a new coach, and let us also hope that the experiences had in Real Madrid can bring it up to help Fulham this coming Premier League season. Now, for Ion Mesler is set to join Arsenal on a free transfer after being released by Leeds United last week. The Frenchman is expected to go in as a third choice keeper at Arsenal, which would allow 20-year-old Tommy Setford to go out on loan. As it stands, Kepa Arrizabalaga will remain as backup to David Raya. There is believed to be some uncertainty around Kepa's future this summer. Now, let us talk about Rangers this morning. Now, discussions are still ongoing as Rangers look to sign Partizan Belgrade captain Vanja Dragojevic. No deal has been finalized as the clubs work to find an agreement over the valuation of the 20-year-old. Dragojevic, who is under contract at the Partizan Stadium until 2030, is rated as one of the best defensive midfielders in the Serbian league and has 2 caps for his national side. Now let's move away from football fully and let's focus on tennis this morning. Well, a lot of people have got their mind made up to see what happens at Wimbledon at the end of the day. Well, for Coco Gauff, she was fantastic yesterday, getting to her first career semi-final at the Wimbledon. after coming from a set down to beat Jessica Pegula 4-6, 6-3, 6-3. Well, it was a stunning one and awesome game.
Honestly, pretty insane, honestly, considering how I hadn't won a match on grass in 2 years before this tournament. So I'm definitely just really happy with how I played today. Jess is an incredible opponent and person, and playing against her is never easy, but I'm just happy to get through this one today.
That was Coco Gauff speaking after beating Jessica Pegula in the quarterfinal of the women's singles of the Wimbledon. Well, Naomi Osaka is out despite the old paparazzi losing 6-7, 4-6 against Karolina Muchova. But let's talk about the men this morning. Yannick Sinner defeated Jan-Lennard Struff 7-5, 7-6, 6-3. 3 straight sets in that game yesterday, as Alex Zverev defeated Jiří Lehika 6-4, 7-5, 3-6, 7-6. For Novak Djokovic, a longer hour game saw him moved to the next round, beating Felix Auger-Aliassime 7-6, 3-6, 6-3, 6-7, 7-6. Well, he came out to say that's how he wished that game was a final.
With racket and a lot of heart, a lot of management of the nerves and the extreme tension that you feel in this kind of matches. Towards the end, really anybody's game. I think the score line was pretty much even all the way through. I mean, that's kind of a reality image or presentation of this kind of match today. I think it was really anybody's game in the super tiebreak in the fifth. What can I say? I mean, these are kind of moments that I still play tennis for sure. I wish it was finals, so I don't need to worry about how the body will feel tomorrow. But I'm happy. I'm happy that I won.
Well, Novak Djokovic in the past few years has been a man people will not want to put their money on. I mean, looking at age on his side, but he will always defy odds when you underrate him. But let's look at games going down today. Taylor Fritz will take on Alexander Zverev by 2:30 p.m. in the ATP category, while Flavio Caboli battles Arthur Ferry by 3 p.m. And looking at Linda Noskova in the WTA category of the games for today, will be up against Elise Mertens by 1 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. Marta Kostyuk will take on Jasmine Paolini. We've got doubles going down in the men's category. Team Poet teaming up with Kevin Kratz against Sergio Dombay and Fabian Rabal. But that'll be by 12:30. Same time, we have Marcelo Aravello teaming up with Mate Paves against Leon Glasspool and Julian Karsh. And for the ladies this morning in the WTA doubles for the Wimbledon, we have Katsiana Peter teaming up with Anna Siskova against Gabriela Drabowski and Luisa Stefani. The second game for today, we see Demi Shores team up with our opponent Ellen Perez against Shuko Aoyama and En Shao Liang. Now let's move away from tennis this morning. Let us quickly focus on what is happening in the NBA, where New York Knicks star point guard Jalen Brunson underwent surgery on his left wrist on Tuesday, and the NBA Finals MVP is expected to return to basketball actively later this summer. Brunson played through the left wrist injury during the Knicks' championship run. Well, he averaged 32.6 points, 4.6 assists, 4.2 rebounds, and 2.0 steals in 5 games during the finals, as the Knicks defeated San Antonio Spurs for their first championship in 53 years. We wish him quick recovery. Now let's talk about Jason Tatum this morning. Well, he has reflected on the abrupt ending of his longtime partnership with former Celtic co-star Jaylen Brown on Tuesday night, admitting that it's weird to be going into next season without him. Brown was officially traded this week to Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round selections, a move that has left many stunned. We're waiting for where LeBron James will be headed. We don't know. I'm almost calling him former LA Lakers star. All right, now let's talk Formula One here, where Formula One's 2027 season is set to feature an additional number of sprint weekends, with the sport to reveal its full schedule for next year very soon. Its president, Stefano Domenicali, has confirmed. The sprint marks its 5-year anniversary at the British Grand Prix, one of 6 of this season's events staging the alternative race weekend format. Now let's talk about preparations for Olympics. Things are working out for Russia, but for some people they are not happy. Yes, now Russian athletes could be allowed to compete at the Los Angeles Olympics in 2028 after the International Olympic Committee IOC announced it will provisionally lift the suspension of the Russian Olympic Committee ROC. The move is a significant step in the reintegration of Russian athletes and will end an effective ban that has been in place since March 2023 following Russia's invasion of Russia that is still currently ongoing. Now remember, during that suspension, the Russian flag and anthem have been absent from Olympic events, and only a small number of heavily vetted Russian athletes have been allowed to compete as neutrals. So that's the situation right there ahead of the 2028 Olympics, what Russia is working on and what may favor their athletes. Check the time right now. This is a convenient point to say goodbyes on the show, because on the other side we have Comrade Ayodele Ajishokwe, who will be teaming up with the Comrade Adedamola Lafenwa, where they'll be looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Well, myself and Lafi were monitoring Argentina's game yesterday, and people were just supporting Egypt. But I sat down in one corner and said, okay, let us wait. And we saw the miracle of Messi. You know, I know the likes of Comrade Ayodele Ajishokwe, we say the miracle of something that year. I don't know, was it is it Morocco's the miracle of what against her?
Daman.
Miracle of Daman. What year was that?
I think that was 1991 or so.
Okay, it's okay. But Comrade, you saw Argentina's game yesterday, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so how will you brand Lionel Messi this morning? Or will you call that game where they cheated African team or African
Cheated?
team?
How?
Some said Egypt was cheated,
Trump said Egypt was cheated.
but he didn't talk about how he spoke to FIFA to review.
Okay, and America cheated the whole world.
So how will you brand Lionel Messi this morning?
My man went straight to Nigeria versus Italy. Nigeria was one goal up, and then Italy leveled up, and then what was that guy's name? I've forgotten his name now. And he pulled one from just outside the box, and Dodo Mariana stretched out, and that was it.
Also the Atlanta 96.
Nigeria coming back against
Olympics.
Brazil, against Argentina as well.
The
Okay.
Olympics, when Nigeria pulled Kano Wanko.
A dramatic comeback.
Oh yes.
You people like comeback, but when they come back against Nigeria, it's a problem.
Some people all over the world are saying that that yesterday's match, as interesting and very intense as it was, that it looked more like FIFA wanted Argentina. In fact, I saw some videos last night, late into the night, saying that FIFA fixing it for Argentina. The new meaning of FIFA
Is it?
saying that there were so many unnecessary fouls being awarded against Egypt, and it's to suppress that the officiating yesterday was really against the Egyptians.
Laffy, should I say something this morning? I mean, we are both sport lovers, yeah.
Yes.
When I was in the Badograma, they would say, "Ti referee batting support opponents. Egbati referee mobo." You understand?
Okay.
You must play everything.
Exactly.
You must be able to work. I mean, do everything to make sure that the referee doesn't spot any error from your side.
2 goals ahead.
2 goals ahead. You were playing against a team that's got players in
The
top.
defending champion.
You understand? You have a Lionel Messi, Lautaro Martinez will surely come up. You have Julian Alvarez. You have other players in that team.
And they knew they had a lot to lose.
And the only player you have in your team is Mo Salah and the one from Manchester City in that team. So everything I was expecting from the coach of Argentina was to bring in more defenders.
Mahrez, Abi.
I mean, no, I forgot the guy's name now. But what I'm looking at is the mentality of African teams. Look at what happened to all African teams at the knockout round. Remember, I think we had 9 teams that moved to the round of 32.
Yeah.
They will lead, and in the tail end of the game, they will concede and lose out. So maybe that's also entered Egypt's mind yesterday. But we have just one African team in the quarterfinal round, and that'll be.
Let's say maybe experience also played out.
Yes,
I mean,
maybe
worked in favor of Argentina.
Yes, yes. But let's talk about your team. Are you changing? Do you want? Okay, let us loan you a team because
my teams are out.
Brazil is out.
So I'm just watching the World Cup now for entertainment.
Enjoy yourself, Abby.
I'm just enjoying myself.
No, let us give you option. You know what? You know when you go for Big Brother? Who wants to be a millionaire? They give you 50-50 chance.
I've lost my two.
No, you have one. Should we
my
do?
teams are in the quarterfinal.
Wait, that's a guru. Somebody never mentioned any team. He said he wanted to enjoy football.
And so all teams in quarterfinal.
Yeah, all your teams
in semi-final. All teams in the final. And the winner ultimately.
That is a guru.
All right. Well, you learned more from the 2 wise men this morning. We don't have 3 wise men in the studio this morning. Comrade Adeji Shokwe and Comrade Adedamola Lafewa looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Here is my logo and Deity the Deity with Odamiloju. Whatever you do today, do it with confidence. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock for the 939 World Cup show. Like what I say, keep doing sports and stay safe.
I feel it, nǹkan láwà lọ́nà tí mo fẹ́ gbà.